The arena lights dimmed, leaving only the ring glowing like a battlefield. Fans were on the edge of their seats, holding their breaths as the two warriors entered. On one side, Argentina's powerhouse, Lucas Matthysse, known for his devastating punching power that had ended careers in seconds. On the other side, Thailand's lightning-fast Tewa Kiram, the silent storm, undefeated in his craft, known to strike with precision and speed no one could predict. The tension was thick, almost tangible, as if the air itself could ignite. The bell rang, and for a moment, nothing happened. Matthysse, famous for rushing forward, paused, his eyes locking onto Kiram's with a predator's focus. Kiram, calm and calculated, measured every inch of the ring, his gloves ready but relaxed. The crowd grew uneasy. This was not a normal start. Something was brewing. The anticipation was unbearable. Every footstep, every blink felt amplified. Matthysse made the first move, a small probing jab, testing Kiram's reactions, but Kiram didn't flinch. He slipped effortlessly, countering with a faint tap to the body that seemed almost symbolic, a warning. The audience gasped. Matthysse had faced hard hitters before, but this calm, controlled precision was unusual. It was almost as if Kiram was playing a psychological game, baiting the Argentine to make the first big mistake. The fighters circled each other, eyes never breaking contact. Matthyisse's fists were tight, ready to unleash fury, but Kiram's movements were fluid, deceptive, and unpredictable. One wrong step, and the outcome could change in an instant. The commentators whispered in disbelief. This fight could explode at any moment. You feel it in the air. Suddenly, Kiram feinted left. Matthysse reacted instinctively, throwing a right hook, but air met glove. The crowd exploded in cheers and disbelief. The bell for the second round rang, and suddenly the tension exploded. Matthysse, the Argentine dynamo, surged forward with the kind of aggression that could crumble walls. His fists were like pistons, each punch fired with lethal intent. But Kiram, calm and calculated, danced away with impossible speed, slipping under, around, and through Matthyisse's attacks. Each missed punch only added fuel to Matthyisse's fury, yet Kiram's composure remained unnerving. It was a mental game as much as a physical one. The first big exchange came when Matthysse unleashed a vicious left hook to the body, followed by a high right cross. Kiram absorbed the body shot with perfect posture and evaded the cross by a fraction of an inch, countering with a lightning jab to Matthyisse's temple. The sound echoed through the arena, a sharp crack that made everyone flinch. The crowd erupted in chaos, shock, excitement, disbelief. Nobody had expected the Thai to land such a clean shot on the Argentine powerhouse. Then came the moment that shifted the dynamics entirely. Matthysse overcommitted on a right hook, swinging with everything he had. Kiram sidestepped, planting his foot and launching a crushing counter-right to Matthyisse's ribs. The impact made Matthysse stumble back, eyes wide, the crowd screaming in disbelief. For the first time, the Argentine felt the power of his opponent, the danger of underestimating a fighter who combined speed, cunning, and precision. The first round of chaos ended with Matthysse breathing heavily, Kiram smiling faintly, and the arena buzzing with an electric anticipation. This was more than a fight. It was a thriller, a battle where a single second could change everything. The storm had arrived, and both fighters were ready to push it to the breaking point. As the third round began, the stakes soared higher. Matthysse had tasted the counterpower of Kiram, and it ignited a furious response. Every punch was thrown with raw intent, a desperate bid to dominate and intimidate. Yet Kiram's elusive movement made it nearly impossible to land a clean hit. His body shifted like liquid, slipping between blows, his eyes locked on Matthysse with an unwavering calm. The contrast could not have been starker. Fury versus finesse, brute force versus calculated speed. Then it happened. Matthysse, in a moment of anger and desperation, lunged with a massive overhand right, a punch designed to finish the fight. Kiram anticipated, stepping to the side with uncanny timing. The punch smashed against empty air, and Kiram's counter was devastating. A lightning hook to Matthisse's jaw that rocked the Argentine like a hurricane. The arena erupted in screams and gasps. Matthysse wobbled, trying to regain composure, realizing the Thai was not only surviving, but fighting back with deadly precision. The round ended with sweat, blood, and unspoken tension. Mathisse's fire had met Kiram's calm, and the result was an explosion of suspense and chaos. The fans knew the knockout could come at any moment, and when it did, nobody would see it coming. Round 4 opened like a war zone. Matthysse, now fully aware of Kiram's counters, attacked with measured fury. His punches were sharper, his angles more calculated, yet Kiram continued to slip, weave, and strike back with deadly accuracy. Every blow, every feint, every subtle movement ratcheted the suspense higher. The audience could feel it. The storm was about to hit its peak. Matthysse landed a series of brutal body shots, each one pushing Kiram closer to the ropes. But the Thai remained a picture of calm defiance. He absorbed, countered, and occasionally teased the Argentine with movements that seemed almost mocking. The crowd could hardly believe what they were seeing. A man on the brink. Then came the pivotal moment. Matthysse, sensing urgency, went all in, throwing everything in a massive combination aimed to end the fight. Kiram, exhausted but unbroken, absorbed a few shots, slipped a few, and countered with a stunning right cross that made Matthysse stagger backward. Time slowed for the audience as Mathisse's eyes widened. He had just felt the power of Kiram in a way he had never expected. The round ended with both fighters breathing heavily, bruised but unstoppable. The stage was set for a knockout, the anticipation unbearable, the suspense almost tangible. Every viewer knew that the next round could end everything. Had left, punches raining like hail, power shots that could destroy anyone. Kiram, battered but unyielding, danced, slipped, and countered with calculated precision. The fight had become a spectacle of pure willpower, skill, and bravery. The first minute alone was a flurry of furious exchanges. Matthysse landed heavy blows to the body and head, but Kiram absorbed and returned strikes with laser accuracy. Each hit made the audience jump. Each slip or counter sent shockwaves through the crowd. Sweat and blood flew as the fighters tested the limits of their endurance. Then came the moment of destiny. Matthysse, frustrated and desperate, launched a colossal right hand, aimed to finish the fight. Kiram moved with inhuman speed, pivoting just in time and landing a counter left hook that rocked Matthysse to his core. The stadium erupted. Everyone could feel the climax approaching. Matthysse staggered, trying to steady himself, while Kiram, eyes blazing, knew his opportunity had arrived. With a final, explosive combination, Kiram delivered a crushing blow to Matthysse's jaw. The Argentine fell, and the referee jumped in immediately, waving the fight off. The crowd went wild, screaming, cheering, and holding their breath in disbelief. Matthysse, though defeated, had shown his indomitable heart. Kiram had stunned the world, executing a masterclass of strategy, timing, and courage. This fight ended not just with a knockout, but with a legacy moment. Two warriors pushing each other to the edge, giving everything, and leaving history with a story no one would ever forget.